Hello to my favoriteest people in the world. Welcome. I have not named this episode. By the time you watch it, it'll have a name. I'm making some Italian dishes. I'm doing them kind of out of the ordinary, and I'm not sure that they're actually all Italian. I'm doing my version of a chicken marsala. It's going to be really good. I'm also doing a Caesar salad, which they have in restaurants, and Caesar was Roman, which is in Italy, right? Okay. Anyway, for that, I'm just going to make a little side. So I've got like 3 leaves of romaine that I've already rinsed and chopped and put here. So I'm going to put that kind of off to the side. I'm going to show you how to make a Caesar dressing. With that, just real quick, I took 1 piece of toast, 1 piece of bread that we had in the freezer that was old. I sprayed some butter on it, some of the spray butter, and I put some oregano and some garlic salt, and then I just cooked it in the toaster oven. So it's crunchy, we're going to chop it up, and then we've got homemade croutons. Okay. Well, let's get started. Come on down, take a look. What are we going to do first? Oh, well, let's get our chicken marsala going. I'm also doing stuffed peppers, which I don't think that's like even somewhat Italian, but I'm going to sort of turn the ground beef that goes into it into like Italian sausage, so there we go, it's Italian. Okay, this big pan's going to be for my chicken. A tablespoon of butter in there, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. I want to melt that down. In here I've got 6 of my chicken tenders that I keep telling you about, and they're, you know, I just cut the big chunky tendon off. And then here I've got flour, and I have mixed some sea salt and black pepper in. I'm just going to kind of toss this. I'm not going to use the whole thing of flour. Yeah, I got some left over. And then let me get a little lid so I can do a shake and bake, because you know it's my favorite. Alright. I just kind of want to give it a real thin coat with the flour. We're not making fried chicken. Ah! Cute. Okay. And shake it off too. Once the butter melts down, see how nice? Nicely, just a nice little coat. Didn't add any olive oil or anything because the chicken is kind of wet, so it picks up on it. Okay, and then in this pan, look, the butter's melting down. You want to get the whole pan coated, because what our goal here is to do is to give it a little bit of fryingness. So we're gonna give it a nice brown on the outside, and then we're gonna pop it to bake for the rest of the time. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna go and put these in. They don't need to, you're not really trying to cook them through here. Basically, you're just trying to cook the flour on either side. Cool? So far, so good? Yeah! I've been making this dish for a long time. I call it chicken marsala because it's like in the style of chicken marsala. But I use whatever red wine we have around the house. So today it is going to be chicken cabernet. Or as, I'm not going to tell you that story because that would just be embarrassing. Okay, we're just going to let that chicken saute up. In here, let's go ahead and start on our mixture for the peppers. I've got ground beef. See, it's half of a pound. I'm going to turn this burner around. Pop that in there. And I've also got 1 bag of the boil in a bag rice. I swear by this stuff. I really do. I love it. And I'm going to save that. That's holding out. This is 1 small can of tomato paste. We're going to use a lot of this. And we're going to use it in both dishes. I've also got hanging out for my peppers. I've got half a white onion diced up. I've got half a can of corn. And then I used 2 green peppers. So the tops, I took the tops of those bad boys and I chopped it up, and we figure, we're going to put it inside. Got some seasonings, that's great. This is on, cool. Let me throw the one thing I need in here that's going to make it Italian sausagey. I've got fennel seeds. We're going to do fennel seeds and some basil. Now, there's no butter or anything, or oil or anything in this pan. You don't want any of it. There, fennel seeds. You want them to toast up. Listen to that sizzle. I also don't have the beef seasoned enough, because we're going to add a lot of stuff once it's all together. Can you see these chickens? Probably not, but they're getting a nice brown on both sides. So I'm just going to flip them. They're really beautiful. When you cook the chicken this way, it gives it just a nice, I don't know, it gives it kind of it seals in the juices on the inside, and on the outside, it gives it a nice buttery something or other. Alright. Just come look at the flip job I did so you can see what the browned up sides are looking like. So, yeah. Nice. Don't clean that pan out. We're going to make that into the sauce. Now in here I'm just going to kind of mash my beef down. I'm wearing a really cute hoodie, so I'm not cooking with any oil. Nice. Okay. Kind of get the fennel seeds are going to kind of stick to the meat, and that's what, like I said, we kind of want to give it the illusion of like Italian sauce. I'm going to throw so much frickin' garlic in there, you would just like cry. But in real life, it's what, a heaping teaspoon. Let it sizzle right on the pan. Alright. Cool. These are done. You don't want to cook them too much. I'm going to show you just one real quick. This is the other side from after I flipped it. Can you see? It's got a nice kind of goldy brownie to it. I'm going to just put these, take them off. Leave the burner on too, okay kids? Okay, I'm just putting these on the little toaster oven rack thing that I, always cook. It's going to get real smoky for a second. It's okay. Now into this hot pan, I just have butter, and now it's got like some chicken jizz. I'm going to throw it's going to be a real nice sauce. We've got, gosh, I just put a lot of that. 1.5 cups of red wine. Just let it boil away. Don't worry about it yet. Okay, come look at how we're doing with the ground beef mixture. Ground beef, fennel seeds, garlic. I'm going to throw some basil in there. This is just dried basil. If you had fresh, absolutely, please use it. The basil and the very similar flavors. I don't know if they come from the same like plant or family or like, I don't know, herb garden. They're friends. Okay, now let's add the fun stuff, shall we? I'm going to throw all the corn in there. I'm going to throw the onions. I'm going to do the green peppers. I'm going to save the rice. And then I'm going to do this is about 2/3 of that thing I did. Crazy ingredient ready? Ready? No, dude, this is so gross. But it's molasses. Give it that nice sweet. Oh. Alright, let's call that a heaping tablespoon of molasses. Get my hands a rinsey rinse. Let me kind of mix this together. Hey, and don't worry about this. The Marsala sauce or the Cabernet sauce, you want to cook the alcohol out of it. You want the butter like remnants to mix together with the wine. We're going to throw some sugar, a little bit of tomato paste, black pepper. We're going to throw the mushrooms in there. This is so pretty. You want to come look how pretty the colors are? We're going to add seasoning and then rice, and then just kind of let it cook down. And then we're going to throw some cheese. Yummy, yummy, pretty, pretty. I just want to get the tomato paste and the molasses like kind of sticking together. Like I want to get them to be BFFs. They're in this for the long haul. And then I want to get everything coated with that sticky, yummy mixture. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty good. Scrapey, scrapey. Alright. What are we going to add in there? We're going to add just a tiny bit of sage. There it goes. We're going to do some crushed red pepper. You know, I love me some spice. We're going to do just kind of a generic Italian seasoning. Don't get mad that I say generic Italian seasoning. It comes out of ignorance. I don't know what's in it. I could read it. This is some chili powder. Don't use a lot of this. We don't want it tasting like chili, but we want to give it, I don't know, kind of. And then look at this craziness. This is the pepper rings that I love to use, the banana peppers. And poured about a quarter cup of the juice in there. Now let's mix it all together. This is going to be a really, really awesome stuffed pepper. Maybe not like your mama used to make, but like this kid makes. Alright. Working, working, working. Cool. I'm just going to throw the rice in there now. I'm going to let that kind of hang out for a minute. We're going to have so much extra stuffing. I'll turn it into a cool tortilla bowl later. Let's get this working. I got to get a bigger spoon. This is sugar, just white sugar. I've got a tablespoon. 1 tablespoon. 3/4 of a tablespoon. You want a lot of sugar. That wine is very bitter. Plus we're going to do, where's the black pepper? Do you see it? Aha. We're going to pour some of this in there, look. Half a palmful of the black pepper. Sprinkle. You don't need to use all of it. Okay. Let's do some garlic. I got the little teaspoon going for the garlic. Kind of level. Alright. Throw that in there. I know, it doesn't seem like it's really good, but I promise you it is. I've done it 100 billion times. And then the rest of that tomato paste. And then we're going to whisk that in. Let me just give this a toss. Look how nice this is. I'm going to turn this off. Everything here is all cooked up. Good to go. Cool, cool, cool. I know it's not all tossed together, but I want to get working on this while I still can. And then we'll do the rest of that. Whisk time. Okay, literally, I have 5 whisks looking at me. It's fun. Okay. I'm just kind of putting all this together. This sauce is already boiled down to like next to nothing. I'm going to bring you over. I just don't want to kind of try to hold you and then... I have so many exes that said that to me. I just don't want to hold you. I'm totally kidding. Everyone wants to hold me. Again, I'm kidding. Okay, come look how cool this is. I love this sauce. See? Can you see how thick it is when it's bubbling like that? I know it's hard to see. Okay, and now this is the surprise crazy ingredient. Half a stick of butter. It is half a stick of butter. Just put it in there. And at this point, lower the sauce because it's thick. Just keep it on a simmer. Keep it cooking. We're going to throw some mushrooms in there in a minute. Okay, now I'm going to get the rest of my stuffing for my stuffed peppers together. This rice is taking forever. Alright. Cool. It's a lot easier than it looks. But seriously, see how much leftover I have? I can totally turn it into something else. I'll put it in the fridge and I'll come up with some idea for it later. Okay, so let's do a little bit of Parmesan cheese into this. I'm not going to mix it in. Do a little bit of lime juice. Concentrate. You see just a squirt. And then, where's the cheddar? Sharp cheddar. And this is the rest of the bag, about 1/4 of a bag of the